Howling at the moon, and when and how not to take good advice and how to come back to self. Magic is the art of creating your life from total ease. Dr. Dane here. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lifts up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Numbers 6:24-26. Truth is, you have to stay truthful to yourself. And whatever version of the self life seems to be presenting to you on a particular day is something you can play with and explore. And have fun and joy and ecstasy or gain wisdom from the not so joyous days. But underneath it all, you cannot fool anyone, really, especially yourself. By acting out this or that play, this or that pattern, or this or that role, instead of allowing the light of your true self to shine upon you. And try too hard to trying to fabricate something you're not to achieve a particular result. I respectfully disagree with those that claim one may allow himself to become too identified with his role, for whatever reason, even so laudable. Of course, the roles we play and have to father, husband, lover, teacher, worker, neighbor, and so on. But as the great gentle genius Kurt Vonnegut said, we are what we pretend to be, so we must be careful about what we pretend to be. And he's my favorite atheist, and he's more spiritual than half a dozen of what passes for spirituality these days. This right here is my prayer to the Creator. In whatever way you deem appropriate to imagine him, her, or the great mystery. And I write as I am, heeding the adage of the great philosopher Kurt Cobain, to come as you are, in more ways than one. And this is the only way we can live a life sincerely. Hello, Lyra. Thanks for watching. And there's a whole thing about personality and ego and self, but I shall leave that for another time. At this point, the point seems to be, as the madman Dane explained, the madman Dane, I love that motherfucker. He's amazing. God bless Dane. You're fucking amazing. The moment you find yourself shrinking to appease or please someone else, especially romantically, but in any other way too, you need to immediately cease and desist with the shenanigans and ask some questions like, who does this belong to? And what in God's name am I trying to please? Who and what in God's name am I trying to please? I just make that up myself. And backtrack. Start again. Out of respect and sincerity for yourself and the other person too. Awareness is crucial, and no amount of dating advice or modern quasi-psychological babble can compete. And it's also good to not get too stuck in your mind and simply enjoy the adventure. It is all exploration, it's all God, as my teacher often said. And we are to know all of God if we are to truly know life. Now, there are some pitfalls to be avoided, as they lead to places, lurches, and holes you don't really want to fall into. But in general, in 2026, risk and trust. Said a wise man, supposedly. But if and only if you're willing to take 100% responsibility for your creations, as the Crimson One keeps saying. And that means everything that comes into your life. And that, my friend, is a practice worth a lifetime or 16. Let me know how it goes and follow your knowing. This is merely poetic meandering of sometimes confused, sometimes rather wise Alps that are hanging around Samo's head. Love and blessings, and may the sun of joy never set upon your life, unless you feel you need to howl at the moon. Love you all. Thanks for watching to everyone. Have a beautiful life. Thanks, Lyra. Nice to see you. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.